Hi, here is today's objective. Understand meanings and uses of fractions in real world and mathematical situations. Today we're going to focus on story problems and we're going to use pictures to help us solve them. Here's the first one. Sarah read 12 books, I'm going to underline that, that might be important, in the last 4 months. Here's another number, 3 of the books were nonfiction. What fraction of the books were nonfiction? That's a question I need to solve. It says what fraction? So I'm looking for a fraction in my answer. What fraction of the books were nonfiction? And then, there's a part 2. What fraction were fiction? So I want to figure out what fraction are nonfiction and what fraction are fiction. We're going to start with nonfiction. The problem tells us 3 out of the 12 books were nonfiction. I'm going to circle 3 books. Here we go, 1, 2, and 3. These 3 right here are what we're counting. That goes up on top. The bottom number of the fraction is the total in the whole set. There were 12. 3/12 of the books are nonfiction. That answers the first question right here. But remember, I have a second question. What fraction were fiction? Pause the video and solve the second question. What fraction of the set are the fiction books? Off to the side, I've labeled the nonfiction ones that we've already figured out as 3/12. What fraction of the set are the fiction books? Again, pause the video and figure this out. Answer, 9/12. Alex bought a dozen eggs at the grocery store. When he got home, he found out that 1/3 of his eggs were cracked. Oh no! How many eggs were cracked? All right, a dozen means 12. So there are 12 eggs shown right down here. What I want to figure out is what number is 1/3 of them. This time I know a fraction, but I want to write my answer as a number. So this bottom number 3 tells me that I need to make 3 groups with these eggs. I'm going to split them up right here. Here's group 1, here's group 2, and right here is group 3. 1, the top number of my fraction, 1 out of the 3 groups is what I want to count. So I'm going to circle it. So 1/3 would be 1 out of 3 groups of eggs. And the question is, how many is that? All I have to do is count how many eggs are in this one group. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 of these eggs, I'm going to draw little cracks in here. 4 of these eggs were cracked. Oh no! So the answer to my question is 4 eggs. 1/3 out of 12 means 4 eggs were cracked. Next problem. Rebecca had 2 cookies. She gave 1/4 of 1 cookie to you. How many cookies did she have left? Well, she had 2 cookies. Here they are, 1 and 2. She gave 1/4 of 1 cookie. 1/4 of 1. So I'm going to consider just this 1 cookie right here. Here's my 1 cookie. And she gave 1/4 of that cookie to you. That was so nice of her. I'm going to divide this cookie into fourths. There we go. She gave 1/4, this one right here, we'll just say this section. This is what she gave away to you. 1 out of 4 pieces. Question, how many cookies did she have left? Well, she still has this whole cookie over here. She hasn't touched that one. So she has 1 whole cookie, and she has 1, 2, 3 pieces left out of the 4 in this cookie. So she has 1 3/4 of her cookies left for herself. Okay, here's another story problem. On Monday, Jack did 1/5 of his math problems. On Tuesday, Jack did another 1/5 of his math problems. What fraction of the problems did he have done so far? What fraction of the problems does he have left to do? Again, I have 2 questions. The first one asked me to figure out what fraction of the problems did he have done. Okay, well, let's take a look. Monday, I'm going to put an M here for Monday. On Monday, it says Jack did 1/5 of his problems. I'm going to write that down. 1 over 5, 1/5. Back up here on Tuesday, Tuesday, that starts with a T. I'm going to put a T here for Tuesday. He did another 1/5 of his math problems. Okay, so I'm going to write that down too. What fraction of the problems did he have done so far? Well, 1/5 on Monday plus 1 more fifth on Tuesday means he did 2/5 of his math problems. What fraction of the problems does he have left to do? Well, if he's done 2/5, and I know that I need 5/5 for the whole thing, because when you have the same number in the numerator and the denominator, it equals 1 whole. So that would be 1 whole homework assignment. He's done 2 out of 5 parts so far. How many more does he need to do to go from 2 up to 5? 2, 3, 4, 5. He would have 3/5 more to do. He's done 2/5. 3/5 more is what he needs to do. 3/5 more plus the 2/5 he's already done, 3 plus 2 would be all 5/5 of his problems. So the answer is, well, we really have two answers. 2/5 is what he has done so far, and 3/5 is what he has left to do. A mom and dad gave 10 dimes to their children. Katie had 3 dimes. Elizabeth had 4 of the dimes. What fraction of the dimes did Katie have? What fraction did Elizabeth have? What fraction of the dimes did they have together? Okay, well, I know there's 10 dimes. I'm going to draw them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pictures are just quick sketches. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These represent my 10 dimes. Katie had 3. I'm going to put a little K up here. Here's Katie's dimes. She has this one. Katie is going to have this one. And Katie is going to have this one right here. Okay. Elizabeth, Elizabeth starts with E. Elizabeth had 4 of the dimes. I'm going to put E's for Elizabeth. So she has 1, 2, 3, and 4. There must be some other children with the other ones. Just told me about Katie and Elizabeth, so I'm just going to label these ones for K's and E's for Katie and Elizabeth. What fraction of the dimes did Katie have? Well, top number tells me what I'm counting. Katie had 1, 2, 3. 3 out of the 10 dimes. Bottom number is the total. So 3/10 are Katie's. And what fraction of the dimes did Elizabeth have? Elizabeth had 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put that in my numerator. Out of still 10, there's still 10 dimes there. So Elizabeth had 4/10 of the dimes. But I'm not done. This question, there are 3 questions. What fraction did Katie have? What fraction did Elizabeth have? And what fraction did they have combined together? Well, the 3/10 that Katie has plus 4 more tenths that Elizabeth has means together 4 plus 3 is 7. Together they have 7/10 of those dimes. Remember that it's a good thing to show your work by drawing pictures as you solve fraction story problems. Have fun as you draw out your work on future story problems. Goodbye, everyone.